What's up, tech news fans? It's your boy Chase. You know, the guy who definitely knows how to set up live streams. That wasn't my fault.
I thought you did fine, and I was on your side, so.
Valve is reportedly working on a new standalone VR headset that may or may not be powered by the same chip as the Steam Deck handheld gaming device. The headset is codenamed Deckard. Get it?
I do you?
Yeah, no, I don't. And is referenced in publicly available code for Valve's Steam VR software spotted by YouTuber Brad Lynch. Ars Technica says their sources inside Valve have confirmed Lynch's findings and speculation about Valve working on what would essentially be industry's only real competition for the Oculus Quest 2. And the whole thing looks even more legit thanks to a quote from a Valve employee who told The Verge that the Steam Deck's APU would run well in a VR environment, and that it's very relevant to us and our future plans.
Ooh, juicy.
It's also relevant in my plans to use VR on a device that doesn't require me to sign into Facebook. My mom is on there. She can't be allowed to see what I'm playing for multiple reasons.
I don't know, Chase. Your mom, you gotta love her.
Nah, we gotta keep it a secret.
Okay.
It's a secret. Amazon continues to use Black Mirror as an instruction manual, announcing far too many products at its hardware event yesterday, including the already infamous Astro, a wheeled robot with a tablet for a face and a telescoping camera attachment. Directly after the announcement, Vice published leaked documents and interviews with Amazon employees who worked on the robot, who claimed that it's terrible and will almost certainly throw itself down a flight of stairs if presented the opportunity.
I would too if I was an Amazon robot.
Well, that's why you might want the Ring Always Home Cam, a quadcopter drone announced last year, but which is finally available now, but only if you can get an invite. Beta testing dystopian gadgets is a privilege, not a right.
Whatever.
Ring also now has a virtual security guard service, so you can feel safe knowing a rando Amazon employee is watching your stuff and scaring off evil carjacking teens.
What the heck is that?
They're everywhere.
What if I'm the one who's doing the carjacking?
Oh no, Chase.
And there's more! The new smart thermostat will take on Google's Nest. The Amazon Glow will let kids play games on a projected game board while video chatting grandma. And the Echo Show 15 is a framed 15-inch model that you can hang on the wall so Bezos can watch your family eat together, wiping away his tears of loneliness away with $1,000 bills, and then throwing them at his lawyers so they can keep suing SpaceX. He's a very sad man. And Microsoft has announced that in addition to integrating with the Amazon App Store to host Android apps, the Microsoft Store will also host other app stores, with the Epic Game Store being the first one to join. Maybe Apple is next, who knows?
No, they're not. Where did you get that from?
Where am I gonna play Apple Arcade games? When the new Microsoft Store launches with Windows 11 on October 5th, the Epic Game Store catalog won't be available directly on the Microsoft Store, but the store's app will be listed and available to download, along with a bunch of other apps that are already easy to download outside of any store, like Discord, Zoom, and VLC. What
But
about,
it's better on the store. It tastes better.
where's my Winamp? How am I supposed to listen to music?
Whoopsies.
Now, Epic Games already hosts other app stores like itch.io, so for anyone wondering why you would want to download an app store from an app store, it's because that's the only way you can have an app store in an app store in an app store. So hopefully that clears it up.
Oh, yeah, gotcha.
Now it's time for Quick Bits, brought to you by Taskade, the unified workspace that brings together your team's tasks, notes, and communication. Because as much as I hate to say it, leaving post-it notes on desks just isn't cutting it anymore. Plan, organize, and prioritize upcoming tasks in the team roadmap. See your team progress in a shared calendar and plan out multiple projects across teams and workspaces. Chat with teammates and see new changes across all your devices, and I can guarantee post-its suck way more for that. So head to Taskade.com and get a lifetime subscription for free by using coupon code TechLinked. Quick Bits. Oh man, they are so quick. Wow. Oop, here comes one now. Some owners of the brand new iPad mini are reporting a problem with the tablet's display known as jelly scrolling, where one side refreshes slightly before the other.
Sounds delicious.
Ooh, tasty. They complained to Apple, who gently explained, "Oh honey, that ain't a bug, it's a feature." Apple has no plans to fix the issue because they say it's not an issue. You are the issue. When you complain to Apple, and you will be fixed. Report to the Genius Bar immediately. The NDA that Tesla requires drivers to sign in order to test its full self-driving beta tells testers to consider sharing fewer videos of their experiences with the software.
No one wants to see those anyway.
Unfortunately for Tesla, social media videos aren't going to do anything to stop a lawsuit coming from 5 Texas police officers who were injured when a Tesla Model X on autopilot slammed into their patrol vehicle at 70 miles per hour in February. And Florida police just released video of a Model 3 doing the same thing to one of their cars. I don't know, maybe Grimes got Elon on the ACAB train before they broke up, because this is fishy.
Can we say that on TechLink?
Amazon didn't just launch hardware this week, they also officially launched their New World MMO. But it's just like with the beta. The full game seems to be killing people's GPUs. The issue seems to be caused by the same one that prompted EVGA to recall and replace affected cards. That is, bad solder on certain GPU components, but at some point you gotta consider whether sticking with the old world is just fine.
Yeah, what do you need? What do you need magic swords for?
I don't need that. Go even older. Silicon Lottery, the popular website that sold high-bin CPUs and delidding services, has announced that they're shutting down. The company says their decision was motivated by many factors, including decreasing overclocking headroom in CPUs, supply issues due to the ongoing chip shortages, and a lower number of winning tickets.
Yeah.
Customers do have until November 30th to place orders for CPU delidding, but after that, Silicon Lottery will delid themselves. We're sorry to see them go and wish them the best. And a space startup called Lynk has successfully demonstrated its technology, allowing normal smartphones to get mobile network service from a satellite. Once more satellites are added, phones could get regular service from space without any specialized equipment, but for now, the company's single satellite can only be used to send text messages for only a few minutes a day. But for those few minutes, I think you would be technically an astronaut.
I've always wanted that.
Better than Jeff Bezos.
Better me than Jeff.
This episode is technically over now, so come back on Friday for more tech news and watch Twitch.
People are live streaming on there.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Here.